Good morning, family. We're gonna try to do this a little different today, man. I'm gonna do it more like a vlog or something, because I don't like doing the voiceovers. It takes me the most time. So now I'm just gonna talk to the camera and show y'all what I'm doing and all that. And what's today? Today's Wednesday morning. It's about 8:15, and we got some parts in the booth for this RAV4 right here, which I put this rear body panel in, the inner and the outer. I'm not the best at seam sealing. I weld the hell out of it, but seam sealing ain't my thing. But you don't see none of that once the car's together. I got a lift gate and a bumper for this. I got a bumper for that Audi, and there's a car in front of that, a Buick. I got a bumper for that. I got to paint. What else? Then after we get all the paint work done, we'll come back out. I started fixing this, which I recorded a little bit, so I might show y'all that. I started fixing this. I got most of the dent out. It was smashed here. A little dent up here. I just used my rods and hammer and dolly. Got that out. No studs, no welding, no nothing. So I got to fix that. Finish fixing that. Fix the bumper corner. Get that all primed up. I'm gonna try to get all that in there for y'all today, man. I just want to show y'all the actual life in the body shop. All right, we got those Toyota parts in the booth. I got them all waxed and grease removed down. The plastic parts, I had to use an anti-static cleaner. Hold on, matter of fact, I'll show it to y'all. It's over here on the shelf. Anti-static cleaner. It works, I guess. First, we're gonna put down some adhesion promoter. I got that in my clear coat gun. Put down some adhesion promoter on the plastic parts. Let me see if I can show that to y'all real quick. And then we're gonna put some sealer down on the lift gate and on the plastic parts. And let's get in there. I ain't wearing no paint suit today. It's too hot. I'm just gonna have my mask on. I might not even wear no gloves, because I sweat so hard, the sweat starts dripping out the bottom of my gloves and it drips all in my paint jobs. It's happened to me many times. Alright, it's time to put that base coat on, man. This is black base coat going over black sealer. So nothing special, but keep watching, man. If you like to see base coat go on, I'm about to put it on. so much time for that clear coat, man. I actually mixed it 50-50, you know, half fast clear, half slow clear, because I'm in a rush. It used the same hardener. I know some clear coats use a different hardener for fast and slow, but the same clear coat. This used different clear coats, but the same hardener. But yeah, man, about another 10 minutes. Then it's time to drip that sauce on there. Try to get that thing slick as possible, we'll see. Alright, man, I'm glad I got that done, man. I did pop this heat on, man. I popped the heat on. I'm gonna give it about 5-10 minutes, go ahead and flash off, then I'm gonna bake it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes usually all you really need, man. For me, you know, I ain't gonna put it on the car today, but then we're gonna come out here. This is a burgundy Buick bumper. Got a bumper, I gotta find the sensor for it. Paint that. And we got a bumper for an Audi. I'm gonna paint that too. I gotta get the colors right, and I'm gonna try to paint both of them at the same time. We can get it done, all right? And then I'm out of the booth for the day. Thank God. What you working on, though?
Fixing new parts.
Yeah, they come in stuff, don't they? He gonna get you some time for this? Like a couple hours or something?
I have no idea.
You know how he is.
I don't know.
He's still bringing in cars. I got 5 to work on. I don't know if I'm gonna finish them by Friday, man. Mr. Key, why you keep bringing in cars?
What?
Why you keep bringing in cars? We gotta tighten up.
Because y'all say that you don't have enough work to do. So, I figured out.
All right. Got the bumpers in the booth for the Buick and the Audi. I got sealer for the Buick bumper. I got blender, base coat blender for the Audi bumper. And we're gonna get in this booth and we're gonna see what it do, man. Alright, time to put this base coat on. I got the blue for the Audi and the DB1, of course. And I got the burgundy for the Buick and the Iwata. We're gonna try to make this work. We'll see. slow clear because I'm not putting these cars together today. Got slow clear with a little bit of the flex in there that you got to put in there for the plastic bumpers. I'm gonna do 2 coats, maybe 10 minutes flash time in between coats, and then I'm going to lunch. Alright, I'm back from lunch. Boy. Had me a slice of pizza, man. $5 slice of pizza, but pretty big slice. It was alright, you know. But so now we're gonna get on this dent. What time is it? It's about 1:30. I already picked it out, hammered and dilated a little bit. You got to sand it down, feather edge some of that paint, you know, do some body filling and shit, and we'll get it together, man. Alright, first we're gonna start with the die grinder with this little pad on it. I don't know what you call it. It's like a Scotch-Brite pad. It takes off the paint quick without taking off too much metal. As you can see, I had to go through like 3 paint jobs. You can tell it's been painted. You can see the different layers. But after that, I got 80 grit on the DA. Now I'm gonna feather these edges out. Don't worry about the fender liner, it's getting replaced. You really want to, if it wasn't getting replaced, get it out the way. So that way you don't scratch it all up and tear it all up. But I know this one's getting replaced. And I don't have no blend time on the door, so I got to try to keep it away from that door. I don't really have blend time on the hood either, but it is what it is. Die grinder with 40 grit disc on it. I use that to give it some scratch to make sure that body feel stays good. Just on the bare metal. This is just for the bare metal, not back here. You want to put it on nice and tight first. Nice and tight, push it in all those low spots. body filler is not gonna stick on shiny paint. So you wanna keep it off the shiny paint, only in the sanded area. See how I go all the way to the feather edge? Now when I do glazing putty, you'll see, I'll show you. All right, I got 80 grit on the block, man. Block that out. I got a small door block here that stiff foam for that spot. I got the one that's a little bit longer for that spot. I could do them both with the small one if I wanted to, but for the bigger areas, I like to use bigger blocks. Start with 80 grit. $180 on the DA. Take out these 80 grit scratches and getting it ready for glazing. I still got a low spot right here, but it's not much. The glazing putty should take care of it. Alright, got my block again. I'm gonna start with 100 grit, then I'm gonna move to 180, then 220, 100 grit just to get it started. 180. You can really prime over 180, but I like to finish it off with 220. That way, I ain't gotta use real thick primer to cover the scratches. Notice how I'm staying right on the glazing putty with the 100 grit. I don't want 100 grit scratches way out here. Now we go to the 180. Bit of wax and grease remover. Spray this on. It makes it all shiny because it's wet, so you can see if there's any highs and lows. I'm worried about this spot right here where it's some bare metal. I know it's a little hot, but I can't really feel it, so I'm hoping you won't be able to see it. Got 320 on the soft DA, and what you're doing here is hitting around the area, basically where your primer's gonna land, and to take out some of these 180 grit and 220 scratches. Alright, I got my Developer starting line primer gun, 1.8 tip on that thing, man. I had this gun before I worked at this body shop. I had this, I bought this in a set, that starting line Developer set. Yeah, man, I bought that when I first started painting bumpers and stuff, man. I thought I had something special too. But this primer gun still works. I've never had to do anything to it. Now my primer, I like to spray at lower pressure. always put 2 to 3 coats of primer, man. I don't know if y'all want to see every coat of primer, but I'll do the first coat, I'll do the last coat. They all go in the same way. If you get a little orange peel or something, it don't really matter. You're gonna block it out anyway. Matter of fact, I like to have a little orange peel, so when I'm blocking it, you know, once the orange peel is gone, I know it's flat. All right, primer's all dry, man. I'm gonna show you guys how to block this primer out, get this panel ready. Like I said, there is no blend time on this door, so you see how much room I got to blend. Hopefully this color matches pretty good. We'll see. And I don't even know if it's a tri-coat color. It might be a tri-coat, but I don't know. Then we gotta do that bumper, paint that bumper too. But all right, we get some sanding blocks out, some sandpaper. Sometimes I start with 320 and then go to 400 and then 600, but I don't think I'm gonna start with 400, 600, then we'll prep the rest of the panel. I got this little half moon block that I use, and you know, the hook and loop 600 grit, and then, you know, I just finish it off. You know, this is actually kind of stiff. Like if I left this in like 320 or something, I would have to seal it and then put the base coat to hide the scratches. But if I finish it off with the 600, I can just run my base coat blender, and my base coat, and it's fine. All right, we're gonna finish it. We're gonna go ahead and prep the rest of this panel for paint. I got my DA with 800 grit. I got my gray Scotch Brite, hit all the edges with this, and let's get to it. I'm gonna get it all masked up, you know, get it cleaned off, get it masked up, and get it ready for paint. I'm gonna prep that bumper. We got the Audi all back together, as you can see. Color matches pretty good. I ain't going out there because it's raining. I got a new tool. Check it out. It's made by Vevar, but they don't send me none for free. I had to pay for mine. But let's open it up. It's a little dent puller there. My partner up front, he been had one, but I seen it on sale for $197. I said I had to get it, man, because when I first started looking at these about a year or two ago, they were like $300. So, well, I was on sale, I had to get it. All right, I gotta show y'all one more thing real quick, man. TC, one of my subscribers, he asked me to show him how I prep for the clear coat blend. As you can look, I already blocked out my primer with 400 grit, then 600. I sanded this with 800 grit. Now we're gonna use 1500 grit, and then we're gonna use the 3000 grit, and I'm gonna show you how I do this. And that's how you prep that up. 1500 grit. So you know you got your base coat landing over here in 800 grit. One coat of clear, probably right here. The last coat of clear, I'll come all the way to the line where I rubbed it with compound. And then my blender, you know, the compound's gonna give it a little bit of scratch so that blender can stick to it. So I want my clear coat to land where it's sanded, but my blender to land where the compound is. All right, we got that Honda Ridgeline in the booth, and we got the base coat blender in the gun. I'm gonna go spray this down, then I'm gonna come right back out, get the base coat, spray that down. Let's get this thing painted so I can work on something else. Man, I put that first coat of base on extra wet. So I gave it an extra few minutes to flash. I turned the heat on in the booth, let that first coat flash, man, cause I put it on real heavy. You don't have to, that was my mistake, but we're gonna get it done. Time to drop that sauce on it, man. Time to put that clear coat on, man. We're gonna do 2 coats of clear, and first coat medium wet, second coat wet, and let's get in there.